And here we are. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the brother Troy Stars Trucking Vlogs, even though I still haven't heard anything from Troy, but still big up the brother. Still shout out to Eat Good TV. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. Don't let that go over your head. You're a good person. Shout out to you. Manners and respect to each and everybody tuning in this morning. It's the freaking weekend, baby! Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Made it through another week, right? These weeks are going by so fast, I tell you. Listen up this morning giving thanks and praises. Here why? Because the ability to just say, it's the freaking weekend, baby! Clap it up. Remember the other day when Corona licked me down, COVID, and I couldn't say it's the freaking weekend because I couldn't breathe. So I had to be, it's the That's when you realize how fragile you are. All right. And going off what I said yesterday, you don't control none of this. All right. So just go and give thanks. I swear to God, just to be able to say, it's the freaking weekend, baby. Ha ha. Clap it up, my lungs, them clear, me feel good. I'm not, no, freaking week. Woo, me can't say it. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. We're here, we're feeling healthy and feeling good this Friday. Off to a good start. Hoping to have a wonderful weekend. Yeah, man. Enough people don't want to give thanks and praises until something go bad, until things start to fall apart. That's when them remember, say, oh, I'm really not in control. Okay, let me go find who me think is in control then. So we got Buddha, Krishna, Allah, Jesus, Obia, Voodoo, you name it, and try start go crazy and try everything because nothing now work, right? You have to ground yourself in some kind of faith, my friend. Because trouble are going to take you. Small trouble are going to take you. Big trouble are going to take you. That's life. Life is a roller coaster. Full of troubles and full of joy too. Ups and downs. But when them downs come, you better be grounded and rooted and grounded in something. Or else. You already know. Right? So I'm up giving thanks. And I'm encouraging you to do the same. Anyhow, you step off of that bed this morning, or roll off of your air mattress where you sleep on last night, or get up off of the ground where you sleep last night. You probably still had a roof over your head. You still have something to give thanks for. Not true? If it's ramen noodles, this breakfast this morning, lunch, and dinner, you still have something to eat. Give thanks. I saw the thing go. Always be thankful, and more will come. Yeah, more will come, but you have to be thankful with a little bit, and then work towards getting more, and the more will come, man. Gratitude pays off, All right. We're not born rich, but we're getting there, all right? But we're rich in spirit. We're rich in spirit. So anyhow, this morning, we have a couple of things to talk about. One of the topics this morning, I think, anytime I start to talk, tell the sisters them the truth about themselves, I guess because I'm a man, and they don't want, no man can't tell me nothing, me no want to hear nothing from no man. I guess a lot of them have that. So anytime you start talking about that, you start to the viewership go, okay, time to go check on the kids, time to go to work, good time for go clean the house now. So them start check out at the chat because they don't want to hear you say anything. All right. So one of the topics this morning is Jamaican women and their role in the destruction of Jamaica. Oh, I said, think about it yesterday. I said, boy, so flow, some of them are going to beat you bad, and some of them are going to be very triggered and very offended. But we're family. We're family. And just like how your father can talk to you, those of you who have good father can talk to you, and you respect what daddy says, even though you might not agree with everything he says, or even if you agree with everything he says because he's right, but you still know say you're gonna do your foolishness anyway. You cock your ears that way there and at least go on like say you listen, not true? your brother or your sister come and talk. This is the family round table right here. SOUFLOTV is a family. And the family round table right here. At the table, we can chastise each other. We can learn from each other. You know what I'm saying? We can have a family meeting at the table. So this is what this is. So this first one is Jamaican women and their role in the destruction of Jamaica. I never said the Caribbean because I don't really want to speak on what is going on in other Caribbean islands because other Caribbean family them before tell me, say, why don't you just speak on Jamaica because you're a Jamaican, you ain't from Trinidad, so I know why you talking about Trinidad. You ain't even never live in Trinidad or not. So I said, all right, you know what? You have a point, and I respect that. I don't know how Trinidad run. I don't know how Grenada, Guyana, Antigua, Barbuda, all these other places run. So let me stick to what I know. See? Looking in from the outside, though, I can see that we are leading the way in toxicity. So it's even more appropriate that I address the woman's place in all this. Because you know them have it to say a demand for blame for everything. Yeah? Remember yesterday when I was talking about how the comment section had all these comments about the man, because I said, I can't imagine how this brother must be feeling right now. Him overseas somewhere, you know, probably working, trying to get his daughters to where he's at, try to get a better life for them. Because I know when parents go away and leave their children in the Caribbean, most of them, they call those children barrel kids, right? Most of them get barrel come down still, and them have them nice clothes and them school fee can pay and them this and them that and the other. And you know, them send down one bag of foolishness in the barrel sometime, and not really foolishness, but what they think is sustainables and whatever. So they look after their children and these things. And lo and behold, it was a lot of women in the comment section saying, him gone left the tree picking them panar. Him no business. Me sure he is not hurting wherever he's at. You know, so I attacked that mindset yesterday morning. Like, boy, if it's a woman gone left her picnic them say, you know, say a foreign should they work hard, you know, work out her soul case. God Almighty, she must say, drop down when she hear this now, what happened to her picnic them. But if you said that about the man, no, him not care, him gone left a picnic them, him no business. You know, so we're gonna talk about, because the man them take a whole lot of beating, whole lot of lashing. Anything fall apart is the man them. Any criminal activities, the man them. Murder, go on, name call, pan it is the man them. Everything that is wrong is the man them. Nothing wrong with the woman them is the man them. All when jacket get fling is the man fault. Somehow, you make she give you jack. But we're going to talk about all that this morning still. And then, of course, when I started out SOUFLOTV, I used to bring all the favorite things of mine, and I even have my own Dear SOUFLO. And I tell people where I get my inspirations from. And one of them was Dear Pasta. Their pasta come out of the Star in Jamaica. That come from the time when you used to hear Starry, News and Gleaner, and man I sell papers. I have to buy paper and read them. See? So, them time you know, Dear Pasta was my little section when we would have go read Dear Pasta and see what go on in a Dear Pasta. So we have a Dear Pasta this morning we're going to share. It's not a Dear SOUFLO. I have two Dear SOUFLOs that are coming for you. But my Dear SOUFLO comes from stemming off of imitating Dear Pasta. I'm not afraid to talk. You know, some people imitate your thing, rip it off completely, and when you see it, you're like, my God, that's like my whole thing. You didn't even take out a line or such a sentence. And kill them dead, they are the originator of it, even though you can say, here's my video doing that same thing you did from 2016, and you just did it in 2022. Oh, I never see it still, no man. But we no business about that. We don't care about that. I'm just saying, this is where I get mine from, okay? But we have a nice Dear Pasta this morning to look into. It says, husband wants me to spice up the bedroom. You gotta laugh. Because I know no young smaddy. One young smaddy to spice up the bedroom. And some big people over here try to spice up the bedroom. Dear, me say something to one of me picnic them about grandparents getting it on, and the only thing me hear was, ew. I don't want to think that, Dad. Oh my God. And now you put that image in my mind. My mother, me that talk about, you know, to my kids. I say, your grandmother, you know, I mean, you don't think your grandmother still, Oh my gosh. Oh no, no, no. We are not having this conversation. Do not I don't want to hear it. I was like, right. I said, my mom had me, fairly young. She was still a responsible age, but couple more decades from now, me I got which ain't too far. Me I got reach for our age too. One of the things I'm still a going. Oh my gosh! I don't want to hear it. I don't know why I hear it. They don't want to hear that their parents still do the do, and that's what brought them here and all these things. They just don't want to hear it. So this dear pastor right here was kind of fun and funny to me, and we can have one little joke with it and talk about and actually give real advice. Cause somebody here, I go through the same thing. Them just now gonna say it, And there are some fillings. There was a teacher that was sentenced. I randomly go into things, so you have to pay attention when you're over here. There was a teacher that was sentenced to about 30 years in prison. I believe it was 2018 that we covered a story about a female student that was found. Her corpse was found and led back to a teacher. The teacher was from Trinidad, was a Trinidad national that was hired to teach in Jamaica. He, for some time, was not accosted. Them wouldn't go hold him or nothing. People did say, yeah, because I want Indian boy and, in Jamaica, them have that classism, something and all that. But blah, blah, blah. Long story short, the teacher was already in court before the courts for having sexual relations with the same little girl. And then, because he wanted his whole case to disappear, he went and made the little girl disappear. You understand? Now, is a teacher when know about science. I mean, I talk about hubakaba, habakaba science. I talk about science as in mix this with this, and the body will. So, in put her in a bathtub, do some things to her body, throw some chemicals, some mix up on it. And the little girl body deteriorated rapidly as if she had been dead for a long time. And then him throw her out a road, right? The Kingston teacher has been sentenced to more than 30 years in prison for sexual assault and murder of a 13-year-old girl. Now, I just covered a story in the US where that soldier faked his own death because he impregnated his 15-year-old stepdaughter. Remember that? 14-year-old stepdaughter. He impregnated her. And then him run away and him fake his own death. Them catch him, and the judge gave him how much years again? I forgot. I believe it was 80-something years he got. And he is to do every one of those 80-something years. That's a true life sentence because he will never be out of prison again because he was already 40-something when he got sentenced. So if you add the 40 to the 80, we don't know nobody will live that long really. See? So I did him I got dead in a prison. But in Jamaica here, this here's another prime example. This teacher actually went and got Peter Champagne. Whoa, who's surprised, right? One of the big top lawyer them who is known for getting people off. When Peter Champagne take your case in a man, you already can start rub your hand like how Birdman be rubbing his hand before he kissed Lil Wayne when he was looking at him like this. Because things about to work in your favor at least most of the way. He's a brilliant attorney. I'll never take that away from him. So Sanju Maraj, now charged with the killing of 13-year-old. This is an update to the story. The little girl name was Shanoya Ray. Say her name because her family is still grieving. I went back this morning and did a little research real quick for refresh myself so I can come talk to you about it. And I missed everything that I should have given you as in a follow-up. Her funeral. There were children. She was well known. There were other students. If you see the picture of them a ball and drop out in them school uniform because she had like a lot of friends and stuff, and all these things. Apparently, some people have it to say that, when them said the little girl fast, and gone a big man yard and them thing that. So he had a full-blown sexual relationship with this little girl. Yeah. And others of us will say, yes, some of them teenager here, them want things and they're willing to go do things with adults and these things. However, it's your place as an adult to understand the mind of a child and know that they are easily coerced. Yeah, them want things, and some of them poor and don't have nothing. So any little thing is a whole lot of thing for them. And if you can afford to put them in the hot group of the girls that have the iPhones and the latest whatever shoes is wearing and these things, then that's trinkets for you as a big man. But that's their world, right? So these guys take advantage of these little girls. And yeah, I was 16 and my son's father was 20. Mrs. Nia is here saying I was 16 and my son's father was 20. Mrs. Nia, I had to break real quick when we see that comment there. Were y'all in the US? Because if you're in the US, that could be grounds for prison. Yes, there was a guy in Mississippi, I believe. He was on his way to the NFL. Big boy, star football player. Him and his girlfriend was, her father was vindictive though. Let me break story real quick. Her father was vindictive because he didn't like the fact that his little snowflake princess was with a Mandinka warrior, right? So when he got wind of this, all he did was waited until that boy turned 18. When he turned 18, he was still in high school. He had been dating the same snowflake for a couple of years. So they were dating, and they have a 2 years difference in age. This story made national news headlines. So when she hit 16, he hit 18, her daddy went to the police, he went to prison. He lost his scholarship, he lost everything, and he was in prison fighting for his freedom for a couple of years before he actually was let out. And when he was let out, the system gladly stamped him as a sex offender who must now register and go to counseling and report to so and so and all this other stuff that they do and be in the sex registry. A 2-year age difference. And they took it to the law and it worked for them. Yeah. Me no want to say you was 16 and your baby daddy was 20, and if my daughter is 16 and him is 20, I'm trying to kill him because she is still a baby. And even though those ages are close, it's not like a 40-year-old woman and a 44-year-old man. It's not even like a 20-year-old and a 24-year-old, right? 16 to 20, as we know it, is very different. I know they'll tell you BS about women mature mentally faster. So at 16, she is probably on the level of a 20-year-old male because man mature slow mentally. So at 20, him still I think like him at 16. So they even up anyways. I don't buy that. I don't buy that. And especially if I did film it out, I wouldn't buy that. But I guess on the work it out, right? I guess y'all worked it out. Nikki True Prince says, it could be love she was looking for too when he was showing her fake love. When children are not loved at home, they seek it outside, and people seek relationships. And that's absolutely true. That is absolutely true. You know, we watched a movie last night where the girl had pretty much everything at home and she went outside looking for love. And then there was another one. But yeah, it happens on a regular basis. You can't even be at home giving your child all the material things in the world. And you know, them have a nice house, them have everything she asks for, the gadgets and the gadgets and the expensive this, she get it. And then all she really needs and yearns for is the company of her dad. Like, she wants her father to do a daddy-daughter date. She wants her father to pull her away on one side and talk to her. She wants her father to spend some one-on-one time with her. She wants some hugs from her dad. She wants some love up and some kiss up and squeeze her, tell her, say you love her and she's your everything and these things from her dad. And she never gets that. So some females do go out there like that. And you see any boy will squeeze her so and I'll whisper the I love you and the stuff that she's looking for, she will replace that with that. And it happens a lot. But guess what? He comes under the guise of, I want to love you. I want to protect you. I want to care for you. I want to make you feel important and valued. And that is what she is seeking. But she was seeking it from her dad. She couldn't get it from daddy, so she got to get it from the boy or the man here. And when she gets it from this man, she starts to latch on to this man because some void is being filled, even though the relationship is inappropriate. You understand? So when that happens like that now, you're in problems. And a lot of men lure in, creepy men, lure in these young girls this way as well. You can tell she's broken. You know what she's looking for. She don't have that at home. I'm going to be that. I'm going to give her that or lure her this way. It come in like one of them pervert that way I dangle candy and I tell the little picnic them about, come get the candy. I got lots of candy. And the kid is like, I don't like that kind. What kind do you need? I have a whole bag of it here. What kind do you need? I got chocolate. I got hard candy. I got licorice. I got, and they're like, you have chocolate? Yes, I have chocolate. Come get it. And as she go for dipping at the bag, and draw the bag in further in the car before she know it, she's in a car, door closed, car driving away. It kind of like the same thing, pretty much. But anyways, this teacher I'm talking about, Sanju Maharaj, he was already having relations with the child, with Sanaya, and they got wind of it. And he was before the courts for this and decided, you know what? I'm going to go to prison for this. So the best thing we can do is make her disappear. So he did his normal thing, call her up there again, and she go back to the house again, thinking it's a romantic date again with our big man, teacher. And she never left that house alive, right? He got hit with having sexual intercourse with a person under the age of 16. Those were 4 counts of those. He was sentenced to 12 years for that. 12 years. This is Jamaica law. Murder. He was sentenced to 21 years for murdering a young teenage girl. After doing all that, inappropriate relationship and everything. Trying to dispose of the corpse, he was sentenced to 2 years in prison for that at hard labor. And sentenced are to run consecutively, not concurrently, consecutively. And another man, the other man, where they found her remainings of her corpse, that other man, Leonardo Madan, was found on that same property. So him have a links where him say help him get rid of her body. And they discovered the body there, and he also was charged. He was charged with misprision of a felony in relation or accessory to after the fact. And now he is supposed to go to court in October 28th of this year to go face the judge and hear what his sentencing is going to be. Deputy Commissioner Chief of Police in charge of crime and security, Fitz Bailey, commended the detectives from the St. Andrew Central Criminal Investigation Branch for the quality of investigation and the diligence taken during the course of the probe. Sometimes when the police them do them job and, we big them up same way. And when they fall short, we let that be known same way, that more work needed to be done. Want to hurry up and dash for the case. Because it's happening. It's happening. All right. Nothing hurts more than seeing a case that you think could be airtight. And you're like, oh my God, this is how they handle it. This I want to present. Well, judge says no case. Perps walk. Here you go. But this man I get some years in a prison. I don't think he got enough time. I think this should be life without the possibility of parole. But again, this is Jamaica. I've never heard of anybody getting time in Jamaica that was life without the possibility of parole. I guess because them don't want to take care of nobody for life, or they don't want people aging out in their prison system. This is something that we got to think about. I was watching a documentary about the prison population that is aging out in the US. Now, when you start get older, all type of things start happening to you. If you're going to be Christine Simpson said only Vibes Cartel get that. If you're going to be, may I tell you, if you're going to be telling people you can't come out for the rest of your life, well, and you just sentence a 30-year-old, a 40-year-old to the rest of his life, guess what? You're going to have to humanely, because what do you call it? All these laws, rules, and regulations that govern the whole thing. Who and when next one name Geneva Convention, and when next one name, there's like 3 of them governing bodies. But anyways, you're going to have to take care of these people humanely. And when you take care of them humanely and they're aging, they're no longer your prison population that wants to fight people when them come in, because them have issues now, right? Who have urinary incontinence and need adult diapers, who have loss of range of motion in their lower and upper extremities, can't wipe them body by themselves, and them need care. But you told this person that they got to stay here for the rest of their life, right? So now you have to have a whole geriatric side of a prison with people who are employed there, nurses, CNAs, doctors, everybody, psychologists, psychiatrists, everybody, just like how you have it out here in elderly homes, in care centers, long-term care facilities, and whatever. I don't think Jamaica wants that. That's why them not give people all them time there. Me no know. And maybe I'm trying to make an excuse for them. Anyways, Rick says, so, in essence, he was just given 21 years, 4 of which he would probably have served already, which means that he'll be out of prison in about 17 years. Is this supposed to be a joke or something? He should have been given life without the possibility of parole. And me and Rick, the Panacea page with this. But that's just an update to that story that I wanted to bring to you this morning, because I never give you the update, but I did cover the original story. See? She's 13, and what she need a man for? My friend, this monster has many heads. You know, this monster has many heads. This isn't she needed a man. She didn't need a man. She was coerced by a man. She was taken advantage of by a man. A man was slick and had a plan and knew how to get to a vulnerable child, right? Right. I've actually heard some of these victims speak. Thank you, Jane Ander. He needed a victim. Well said. That coming like the shortest verse in the Bible lesson. She didn't need a man. He needed a victim. Amen. See that? He needed a victim, right? And she became his victim. You see, this mindset that some of us adults have, the little girl too fast and she out there look man. A lot of the times you need to go find out what's going on in her home. Remember the female that called in and told us, and she was like, yes, I was promiscuous. Yes, I started going out there and giving my body away because my father and my brothers were already taking turns on me, or my brother and my dad was already taking turns on me. I feel dirty. So if that's going to happen to me, I might as well give myself to somebody who I want to give myself to and take back some kind of control of what was going on with myself, my own body. Because I sure didn't have a choice when them ready for take it. That's deep. That's deep, you know? So you have to think about them something there and be like, yo, I don't say she really need a man, my friend. It's more like them predators needed a victim, and she fit that. She fit the bill, you know? She fit the bill. People will always bash a female, even in the Bible. He who has no sin cast the first stone, even in the Bible. You gotta talk about when time Eve gave Adam the apple and these things. You want to talk about religion, and you want to talk about how God is a man and all these things. And then you start going into Christian people's pockets because God must be a man. Yeah. And you know what? Enough of them don't respect no man. The only man them respect is the man where them cannot see. And if they ever did see the man there, them will tell him some cloth and tear him up, just like how them tear up every other man with them know in them life. True talk, true talk. So, Jesus, you're safe as long as them can't see you here. So stay unseen and stay coming but don't reach. that will work out fine for you. Because anytime you reach and you get frig like the rest of it, that me have to tell you. Yes, 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 yes. Hear me the one? I know, Mr. Signer. Me I talk about where big, that's why I like hang around older people. See, it's a Trinity brethren, that older man, a big man said that. Him said, them woman, there is Christian, and them them Christian woman, they only like a man they can't see. Why you think they respect Jesus so much? They can't see him. If they could see him, they could see him. Everything where we get them would I get it too. So I say, Jesus, stay unseen, stay coming and can't reach. Because he's been coming for the longest. He will be here. He shall be here. The end is near, and I'll know him not reach. So keep that up, my brother. Cause any day you reach, you go and go back. That's all me I say. You rough down here. You rough down here. They don't respect that way. They don't respect that way. They respect you cause them can't see you. Maybe that's why some men go missing. Maybe she'll respect me if she can't see me. You know? But I him get blamed for his family. He ran away and he left the kids and he left his wife. And the Lord said the big disrespect when he in the house, the man the have to cook and couldn't take it no more. And these things. And maybe he did a Jesus move. I am coming. I shall be there. Yeah, remember I look up pick me sit down outside. Daddy is coming today, Friday, to pick me up, and him never show up. That coming like Christian people at church. Them pack them bag every Sunday and go to church and say he's coming, rapture, and he's gonna take me up, and we are near, and he is there, and then Daddy never show up. And you know the disappointment, but them just shake it off. You learn to shake it off after it happens so many times, and him not show up, you know, but him still get him respect. Boy, some of them will cuss me this morning and say, don't be talking about my Jesus. Don't be talking about my religion. So Flo, you know, I notice, boy, you always act like kind of disrespectful when it comes to God and the Almighty, and them get personal, my friend. Anyhow, let's go into this one. We have a save. We are going to save the Jamaican women and their role in the destruction of Jamaica for the last part of the show this morning. Can't all get spicy? Let me cross off teacher sentence with him big liar Peter Champagne. We're going into their pastor now. Hear that one, you know? Relics. And the lyrics, you know, are relics. Like when the drunk man drop out the car and say, hi, Ossifer. It's not Ossifer. Drunk. But forget that DUI. Husband wants me to spice up the bedroom. Are you ready? On your marks. yeah, no. Okay. Pastor, I am a 41-year-old and I am having some problems. I have had one man for 10 years now. That means you have the same man since you're about 30, 31. Everything was going right between us. I suspected that he was seeing somebody else, but he said that he would not disrespect me like that. I called our friend, who is a counselor. When he came by, my husband told him, the counselor friend, that she dressed like an old lady. And she taking things for granted. That's why her husband I tell the counselor friend, you know, she dressed like an old lady, and you know, I think she taking things for granted, man. I wear long nighties and I wear what they call old panties to bed. Imagine that. I am going to bed. And if I saw the story get nice, you know. I saw the story get nice. Hear this stuff. Imagine that. I am going to bed. And if I go to the bathroom and have my shower, why can't I put on some old underwears? He said he said that I do nothing to spice up the relationship and I only want to do everything the same way all the time. Apparently she's been doing everything the same way for the last 10 years. So the man must just be happy say you've been around for 10 years and she's stuck around for 10 years. He's not getting no brat and no extra with it. just you're here for 10 years. Take what you get. You're lucky send me there still. My husband has been asking me to go down there on him. But because of Jesus, hallelujah, and my Christian beliefs, I have not done so. He said that all his friends engage in this activity. But I know, so I say no. He says all his friends engage in oral. But you me no want to say it, me just say in this activity. Cause it's here. No mistake about it, and that them I talk about. But I don't see why I should want to do that and why he would want that from me, his wife. Then if I know you are who, ma'am? Now you say you want the man for life. Anyhow, my husband has caused me to change a lot, Pastor. I tell him more and more that I love him in our work. The head have to come with the I love you. I used to be, I'm interjecting, right with me. My husband has caused me to change a lot. I tell him, I did not cause if he broke out yet. I tell him more and more that I love him. I used to be very upset when he woke me up at night. Cause I wake her up to try to get little of something in the middle of the night, you know, and she closed leg upon him and used to push him off and fight him and thing. But now when he goes and does it, I respond to him. I wonder if that's a favorable response though. Sometimes I have fruits at the bedside, Sita. Sometimes I have fruits at the bedside. And we eat the fruits while we are having SEM at the same time. While doing it, eating fruits. Hey, different strokes for different folks, literally. Sometimes I come off of the bed and I go on the floor and my husband still complains. What else can I do? Them must have padded carpet. Because me try to go on the floor the other day. If me need them to make the floor again, my friend. All the little picnic them, me say I kneel long on the floor and not having problems with it. The floor tough. All right? You can do enough things on the bed. But that's just me. Recently, we were in the bathtub and we were eating a mango and it fell in the tub in our soap water. My husband took it up out of soap water, put it into his mouth, and he insisted that I suck it from his mouth, the soapy mango. I did it reluctantly, but he was well pleased. Freaky girl of them, y'all let me love. I was going to try to tell her something. It's no business if the mango soap. It's no business if the mango is soapy, lady. Suck it. Suck it out of my mouth. So, what more can I do, Pastor? Because when the mango drop in the soapy water, I didn't want to suck it, but me suck it out of my mouth and he was well pleased. What more can I do, Pastor? You can suck more mango out of your mouth. First of all, that mango could have had a lot of bacteria in it, she said. Oh man, you're boring. So we don't have doctor and we have insurance. What kind of bacteria in I two in I bathtub? Unless you carry something where me don't know about. Any bacteria you have, me have it too. So we not gonna kill each other from with bacteria. Eh? And the soap in there for clean. No man. How do you think I can improve my love life with my husband who is genuinely loving, but sometimes just miserable? Man, miserable because him not get the something the way how him want the something and you not put on a show. You know, spice up the thing. You walk around the house, dress every day like you go funeral, and then dress every night like a night. Can't take it, man. Daytime in the house is funeral, nighttime is night, and a bedtime. You can't take them something there. Here, Pastor now. Pastor said, why do you have to wear them all underwear there? Pastor! Pastor! Pastor start out right, you know. Pastor said, why do you have to wear them all underwear there when you're going to bed? What your husband is trying to tell you, lady, is that he's tired of seeing you in them things there, them all nighty there. He would prefer to see you in some attractive underwears and in some sexy nighties. You're 41 years old. You act like you're 99. Stop it. Right? So, I must ask you, why can't you understand that you are not attracting this man at all? I'm not talking about this, you know. I'm not talking about this some more. You should burn them. Pastor said, catch them on fire. Carry them out the door, put them in a one circle, pray over them and burn them up. You should burn these panties on them long night today. And you should challenge your husband to buy you some lovely negligee, which I think he would be glad to do. I'm tired of the old scene. These are the things that will turn him on, my girl. When he comes home, you should take the initiative and give him some sensual massages. Enough man know them something there. Some sensual massages. If you know how to do these things, he will fall asleep. And he will not have time to fuss about how you look. Especially if he's a hard-working man and him come home and you have time to set a little scene for him. The man I go sleep like baby. Probably I put one thumb in my mouth and curl up over in one corner. Can I forget up 6 o'clock in the morning to go work again? Yeah? Peace. Peace and a peace. Sometimes when men and women have married for so long, they lose some amount of interest in each other and they have to learn to take breaks. Blood fire. Yo, Pastor, my friend, give me a pound, Pastor. Remember me telling you that the other day? Remember I said that the other day? Today is Friday. Today is supposed to be the day that we start. I don't know if Shakira mentioned it yesterday on her live, but today is supposed to be the day that we start this no sex challenge, it's called. And some of our subscribers are supposed to go along with us on this challenge, where we're not going to be having any what we used to call it back in the day, you know. I go for like my grandparents them time, or when I grew up in Jamaica, like a picnic. We're not going to do no dugu for a while. See, I think we're going for 30, no, 30, it can't be 30 days, maybe 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I could go with 2 weeks first. So I think it's 2 weeks that we're going to take a break. And in taking this break, it's supposed to heighten your sensitivity towards your partner. Like, when was the last time you looked at your partner and said, oh, like what? You don't. Because we don't see each other all the time. We know I do it every day or almost every day or all the while. To a point where you get like, okay, this is like a job now. She that they are blow fingernail and come ceiling fan, or you that they are walk out your little back, and then okay, it's done. And she give you two mad shake for make you think so you do something, and at the end of that. Nothing involved in it. It wasn't spicy, but we're gonna pretend it was spicy and go about our business and keep the thing moving, right? Was it actually really spicy? Did it actually really connect with your soul? You know, one of them one day will make you when you have to check yourself, you know, because you bite off all your own lip because you're biting so hard. You're like, let me lip that. You know, one of them one day. When last you do that? So we have to take a little break. See? And let the come back in there where you want to tear them up like this. And come here. Yeah, all right, take off me cash, rip. You know, take off me, rip. Blood fire, all of my clothes gone like a fling. Yeah, sling clothes like slingshot on them, something that the excitement needs to be there. And a lot of the times, ain't no excitement there. You're just doing it just to go along. You know, some honey, I feel like I want some. All right, come here. And then done. It's like a toy, right? You start looking at each other like toys. Well, that could be a good thing too, but I'm just saying, when you get used to your toy too, when people get used to them toy, what them do? Them fling with the toy, them want new toy. Not true? All right. So we're gonna take a little break, and it was supposed to be today. So if you all in favor of coming on this journey, not coming on this journey, because on this journey you cannot come, always in favor of walking this road with us for the next 2 weeks or so, then say yeah in the comment section. Here's the thing. You might slip and slide, like when church people backslide, but them get up and go back again. Not true? Yeah, so something might happen along the way. We see some years coming in, keep the years coming in. Some people might slip and slide and, backslide, and they might have to come back again and start over again. I see some nope, I can't do it in here because I love myself too much. We expect that. We expect that. I don't know if you are the audience that I was talking to before, where me tell us that we did this before. We did it on when we had the channel called Brainflow TV, which I then turned after into Hot Topics TV, and we do completely different things on it now. But when we had the Brainflow TV channel together, we had done the same challenge. And it was rough because you think you can do it, because being with somebody, you start get tired for real. And you're like, yeah, we can really take a break still. Man, 3 days in, you're like, no about that 30 days something, Stop it, babe. Stop. Man, no about that 30 days something, I could do it real quick and just tell them, say, yeah, we are gonna start over. Or I could do it real quick and don't tell them and just go and like say we are doing. So you're gonna have to be honest. All right? Me not slip a Ross. So me not slip a Ross. If you are gonna do it, you're gonna have to be honest. It starts today. All right, it starts today. Me don't know. Me think me can need. Me think me can. I know, yeah, man. No, I'm gonna talk big and bad, and then I have to take back my talk, but because I'm not the kind of person that can go like not. Honestly, she, all the time she pissed me off and them something there, and because them things that happen in a relationship to you, you cuss the girl in your mind and you're like, I'm not even want to see her or not. Swear to God, and she just go put on one little something and come out, but she just grab a drink of water from the kitchen and going back to the room and pass you so. And suddenly, and it get rough. So I don't know how this is going to go, but I'm starting today, and I encourage you to join us. Pastor said, sometimes when men and women have been married for so long, they lose some amount of interest in each other and they have to learn to take breaks. A sister wrote to me and said, so Flo, I'm with a man. I told you all this one before. I'm with a man, right? We've been together for like same amount of time as this, some many years, whatever. And she said, every time they have an argument or every time them cuss each other, listen, me see people are go in and out of the room. The room now go safe this morning. So if I your Bible you go touch, bring it with you and come in. If it's not this is your scene, then exit left. Me I go talk, big people talk. She said, so Flo, every time we have an argument now, right? My man, the first thing him start talk about a big hole girl. That's why he call me now when we argue. I'm start to get really self-conscious now of the size of my vegetable, vajayjay, dung deso, something, me hole, right? And she said, is it possible? Woman asked me this, She said, is it possible that I got too big for him? Because he's the only person I've been with all these years, so I didn't think that was possible. So, of course, me I play Dr. Soulflow now, and counselor and these things. So I asked her, I said, did you all have children? He said, yes, we had 2. She said, yes, we had 2. I said, wow. Now I'm thinking maybe she had 2 kids. She pushed them out her C-section. She said, push them out. I said, okay. But me, I think to myself, say, sometimes women don't take care of themselves and then let themselves go and them not do no little, or them squeeze and Lego exercise and name the Kegels, them not Kegels up them thing. And, even men can do Kegels, by the way. We actually practice this and teach this to our patients in occupational therapy. It helps you later on in life, but it helps you now during intercourse as well. Lesson for the men, right? Because somehow when they're ready for boss and does and they go whole like 2 second flat, done. And she there like, damn, could have gave me 5 minutes, bro. You know? So sometimes you have to learn how to like stroke, and to come and hold it. Don't let it go. Yeah, and talk a little bit of niceness in our ears, and then go on a little bit again, and then you firm up again, and you can go again like you are do your thing. You know me I say lessons me I give. Anyway, she has said to me, say, so me I think say, you know, maybe she's not doing or whatever, but then at the end of the day I said to her, check it. You have a screw. You have a bolt. Walk with me. You have a screw. You have a bolt. Screw fits into bolt tightly. It bucking at the front and it have a screw figure in. Right? It have a screw figure come out. I bet your money. Pay attention when I tell you, say. This same screw where you used to buck and have a screw figure in, introduced to this bolt enough times, the threading start wear out in there. Before you know it, you need a new bolt. Because when the threading wear out, see bolt and I screw, bolt gone. No lie. True thing. So I said to her, me give her the same exact scenario that we just give you just now. And she said, you know what's so flow? True. So if me stretch out and him stretch me out, then me say yes. It is him. And with 2 picnic to him should enjoy the stretch out something where I cuss you about and tap cuss you about it. Maybe I figure learn how to start hold a corner or rim me on the edge or do something, or start exercising with you or something. I swear to God, I had this conversation with this young lady. And she's not older, she's a young lady. Right? So I just saw the thing go. I saw it go. And brother, if you don't want them, because when time we reach which part we still think can't even walk no more, then we have to go work with them when for them now what it used to be. You know, it's a give and a take as a life go. As a life goes. Anyhow, sometimes when men and women have been married for too long, they lose some amount of interest in each other and they have to learn to take breaks. It's good to take a break. Because you just did you introduce the same screw to the same bolt all the time till you feel like nothing in there after a while. You just, I'm flying so, I'm drop out so, I'm flying so, I'm drop out so, they come in like you're throwing a hot dog sausage down a big old hallway. No vibes. So you have to take a break. You have to take a break. Pastor is right. Me and Pastor are on the same level. Sometimes they should go and see a sex therapist together and not allow boredom to take over their relationship. Now, you know, in a fairy world, therapist this and therapist that and therapist this. I'm not one of those. It's funny because I work in the world of therapy, but a different kind of therapy, but still it falls under the umbrella of. I'm not too fond about therapy this and therapy that. You know, you can come talk to some people like me because me, I'm not the first of my kind. People out there can tell you the truth. You just have to be willing to accept the truth when you hear the truth. You know, like one time we had tell us a lady, burn up the whole of the old panty them and the big bingo baggy them where we were going to a bedroom and the night, carry them go out the door. Sprinkle little oil upon them. I mean, I talk about your hasham hallelujah. The oil them I talk about the bunny up. Use the gasoline when you have down there. Dash it on you and burn up your whole life. Burn up them something there. Go with him. Nowadays, you live in this world. Y'all don't even have to walk in the store together. I know, like one time when woman I go shopping for lingerie and man say, yeah, I'll stay out here. Leave me and you sit down in the waiting area of the mall. Yeah, brother, walk and everything good. Yeah, come here, man. Long time I don't see how I go on. So where your wife there? Why she in there, so you know? Oh, she in there, so? Yeah, she in there. And you know, because you're not going there. That's not it again. You can get online. You can spice up Said, babe, come here. Well, how you think me that looking at this? And then Car said, bite. But me like it, boy. So you look like it, I bite. But what you think if we try that toy here? Come, I don't want to go too much into the toy thing. You know, me still want feel you. Me no want one of them wrist to elbow something there where me see them jump on, and me no want to do myself like that. Me want to still keep it, you know, tight like you like it. So what do you think, boy, if we try this right here? So yeah, buy it, come like it, like, boy, see what you look like when time we are use it and then something there. Things can get exciting. Oi! Use your phone. Go shopping together. These kind of things. Some people don't want to hear none of that. Jesus is my Lord and Savior, and God will sanctify and stop it. Stop it. Nothing no wrong with that. I mean, never read no Bible verse that will say, thou shalt not this and thou shalt not that. She should never go on top and you can't turn it this way and you should never do that. Me never seen none of that yet. I may read that from Genesis to Revelation back and forth across the street from the church me grew up, me telling them. But watch my vlogs from Jamaica. The church literally, I can literally fling an egg and lick the church from my yard. So nobody can tell me about no Jesus, this and church, that and pastor, this and that. Me no want to hear none of that. Spice up the thing. Maybe you need to start watch some blue movie. What them call blue movie? I don't know. Maybe you're rusty. Maybe because you've been serving the Lord so long and has turned off certain things from your mind. You don't remember how to do certain things, or you've never done certain things before and maybe you need to learn and these kind of things. And your partner probably inexperienced himself and can't teach you nothing. And two of you can learn together and excite each other and these things, man. You can't in a relationship with too much boundaries when it comes to certain things. People will get bored and left you. Or then we get bored and cheap and you have to go share. And I know a lot of you don't like sharing because I see it all the time. See, a girl the other day get busted because she decides she want to help the woman share. And the woman make her know, say, you know, with two big rock stones, say, I'm not a sharer. I don't share. I bust people head who want to try to help me to share. He might want to share, but he not understand me yet. So I'm gonna make you understand. I'm gonna make you understand, say, I don't share. Them greedy. Them can't satisfy the thing, but them don't want to share. I try a whole man in bondage. I say, I will say that. Tells say them greedy. You can't even angry whole like see them man not even happy. And you don't want to share. You fight off people. Somebody can help you. Help you to satisfy him that way. By the time him see you, is just a regular thing anyway. So you get your regulars. And him get him kicks and him not have no complaints. But so I go, because if the conversation there was the other way around, it wouldn't be so funny. Me not laugh. My laugh done. Because if I'm not satisfying her and she want to share, I talk about, yeah, him can share. I said this before. If you're in a relationship, you see, and it's a relationship that you are invested in. Some people in a relation, boats and canoes and relation, you know, like a paper ship them where you used to make a school and float when river fall, when rain fall. And if you're in one of them, the collapsibles there, then that's okay. It's temporary for you. So you don't have to invest your all. You don't have to invest your all. So I'm gonna give all in every relationship. I'm say give all, you know, me give all, you know. I said this on social media the other day, and a bunch of people are cuss me. Yo, youth. I don't know why the Jamaicans always find me, even if I dep a Yankee something in there. You're so misogynistic and this and that. Every woman have a man before you, my youth. So by the time you get her, of course, it's expected that she did. She's experienced in certain things and whatever. I don't really know. It depends. If she has experienced everything already, then me too young for want her. I would be like that. You know, that's a few whole man them where really, you know, end up on the last straw, then him can take something like that. But the average man ain't walking around looking for a woman to make his forever woman that has already been through it all. Something I think that when me and you can experience for the first time, but we're not gonna talk about that. Let me stop. Let me put it this way. You have to be somebody's one-stop shop. If this is the relationship that you say, yes, God, this is it for me. Thank you for sending me this person. This is for life and all this. You have to make sure. See, them sermon your pastor need to preach in a church and make the sister them and the brother them know say. See? Freaky girl, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't know, you might need to rephrase it and say it differently, but that's what it comes down to. Yeah? Because some things one are going to do is things that are unspeakable. But nobody don't want to hear what's going on in your bedroom or in your love life. It's not something that is supposed to be discussed publicly anyways. See? It's about pleasing each other. So two big people get together and decide, say, you want this a person for life? Hello, hi. If you want the person for life, you have to be the person's one-stop shop. One-stop shop. You hear mama say, when the man go drop in the soap water, the man never hesitate. He take up his soapy mango and put he take up his soapy mango and put it in his mouth. And they suck by the soapy mango, and she is there saying, that might have some bacteria in it. And he might tell her to suck it off out of my mouth. And when she do it, he was pleased. Hey, I don't know, you lucked out and got one that like to suck soapy mangoes. Somebody else not have that, you know? So that's how you get. You have to go deal with that. And you say you want him for life, right? You done keep him for over a decade already. Just go on and keep him for your side, man. That's a long time. No boring bedroom, D-Mac. See it there? Yeah. And then, listen, excitement now for be you swinging off the chandeliers and you broke down the ceiling fan because you try to see if you can spin on it while it goes round. And it don't have to be all that. It don't have to be all that. Come off a bed and go up on the floor and all. It don't have to be all that. Next thing you're going to hurt yourself, brother. You can't get up to go work, come on. And floor hard. Floor hard. So I know everybody have padded carpet and these things. And sometimes you go try to the blanket and the little blanket now work and the two pillar them you slide off of them, the quick, fast, two stroke. So you can turn on the bed, man, and you can still do magic on the bed. All kind of something can go on the bed. Pop down the bed. But you have to make up your mind, say, you are my one-stop shop, and I am your one-stop shop. That means any little thing you come up with that you want to try, bring it to the table. Bring it to the table, make we talk about it. See? Y'all come here, make we talk about this. Skeng. Bring it to the table, make we talk about it. Sometimes the location make it spicy too. See, King Big, see that, man? True that? Not true? Sometimes the location makes it spicy too. I don't know. Some people not perform good under pressure still, so you might jump on him in a wrong location and him freeze up. And, it depends on who you're with. It depends on who you're with. What a word the name again? Bugle sing a song. Compatibility. Compatibility is the key. See? Nothing nice like when you have somebody who know your moves, like them know your face and them know when you say. And they're like, okay, I see where babe going with this. Cause every time I put on one something, he always go on like, all right. So you say today, now where are you again? Friday. All right, we have some time today. Put on that blouse and skirt. Watch out. Walk past him one time. There's nobody here. Walk past him next time. Oops, I drop something. Pick it. You know, you have to know how to tease and tantalize and it. You don't have to be no one bag of swing off of this and jump like Tarzan off of that and all them something there. People like to date people based off of how they look and what someone has. And it has nothing to do with connection or... That's facts, Mrs. Nia. And then not too long or far down the road, they're all miserable. Everybody involved in it is miserable because you went off of looks, or you went off what the person had to offer, to give, all these other things, and or we can fix him up, or we can fix her up and make, or you pick up a fixer upper, go off compatibility. Compatibility is the key. They laugh at your jokes. Do they find you funny, even humorous? Because believe it or not, laughing is a medicine that goes a long way. If you're not laughing in your relationship, if your partner cannot make you laugh, me not talk about laugh one time you pull down your pants and she's like, okay, seriously. Laughing, humorous. If you're not, if no human are dead, and you can't make each other laugh, and you can't have fun together, then that's in trouble already. You know, and you might think, oh, we could get past that. My friends laugh with me anyways. Me just need the that good. And yeah, that's only good for a while until you realize that it ends right there. Nothing new can be explored. You can't, you know, there's no vibe there for anything else. Boy, Sunshine Diva says shower together, wonders happen. Yeah. It's not a one size fit all thing. Some people, believe it or not, prefer to shower by themselves. Them don't want to shower with nobody else. So, and everybody are going to shower one time together and it always works. It's not everybody going to go come off of the bed and go up on the floor and it always works. And everybody are go, you know what I say? Omega Dreads Gaming Channel, shout out. Thank you for that. I appreciate you greatly. Omega Dreads Gaming Channel says, keep being great, bro. And a big up. All right. Who that? Martella McLeod says, true soul flow. Happy wife, happy life. Well, me say happy couple, happy life. Because wife alone can't happy and the rest are we not happy. Everybody have to happy in this. Yeah, but it's not a one-size-fit-all thing, and that's why it's so exciting, because you have to go get to understand and know this person. Nothing better than learning your person, you know. You have to learn your person. Anytime you start treat people like one-size-fits-all, there's a problem. You know, it's like a man will decide, say, every woman when me get like this, and him give them the same one thing, and she's like, don't ever do me like that again. I mean, I'll give none again. I want to deal with, like, you know, you have to figure out what she like. You might be coming from a ruffian and you went to a softie. You might be coming from a all hell broke out freak and you're coming into somebody now who is, because we are big people, we can talk. We've been through more than 1 and 2 relationships, right? So we're not all virgins here. So let's be real. So it's not a one-size-fit-all thing. All the things you used to do to your ex-man, your new man might not like any of those things at all. All the things you used to do to your ex-woman, your new woman may not be into any of that at all. You go put fingers in wrong place and these things and, where you do, party boy, hey. And you know, all them kind of something that you feel like, learn your person. You got to learn your person. And that's the excitement of being in a real committed relationship. You take your time. There's no hurry. Yo, me Kira watched something yesterday and the girl said she got on a blind date and the youth show up and they have one butt plug tattoo to his finger. And he show her the finger. I said, guess what this is on the first date. So, hey, but this is going on. You guess what this is? Brother tattoo a butt plug to your finger. And that's why I say finger in the wrong place. Hey, but boy, hey, because your ex-girl used to like them freaky something there. The woman where you're there with no way, I said, this is it for life. No more of them dirty girl there. She don't want that in her oho. So you have to learn your person. And the excitement about going longevity in a relationship is you have time. You have time to relax. You're not in a rush. And there's always something new. Don't it? You know, see, every time you get a present, it's a new present, you know, see you open it. Jesus Christ, excitement. I wonder why not this. What? Lord? Is it a watch? No, I'm not hear no ticking. What is it? Every time we get something new, we get excited. So you have to keep the thing new and exciting. So nobody feel like, say, oh, this is my forever person. So I got done everything. I want to try everything, learn everything, and do everything in the first year. Where you going to do the rest of your life together? Where you going to do the rest of your life together? Look for other people and imagine what it's like doing new things with other people. And that's all one. I'm just telling you, I'm trying to save you. So take your time. From the understanding is there that this is where we're at with this. Take your time into new things. You'll be able to think, I think time we try it. I say, and if you like it, we like it. If you don't like it, we don't like it. And go back to what we like and try something else and blah blah blah. It's beautiful when you're open to each other and you can actually say what you like and say what you don't like. And you put yourself in a position where you feel like you have to hide and you are hide and you can explore all that. No compatibility. Problems delay. Just so. Anyhow, well, last topic for the morning now. Our last topic for the morning now. This is how it gets sour now, Jamaican women and their role in the destruction of Jamaica. Somebody said, Jesus Christ, SOUFLO, how you go from that to that? Because I have to take you out of here this morning with something sensible so you don't go away thinking about butt plug tattooed and finger in wrong hole and body why? And them thing there and you go away thinking sense. See? So we're going to wrap it up like this morning and I've decided to keep it pretty short. Pretty short. So, Jamaican women and their role in the destruction of Jamaica. All right. Woman, I'm not saying I blame y'all, but I'm going to say it again. You play a major role in the FXXXXRY we are going. You play a major role. You understand? Foreign TTB, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Big up yourself and thank you so much. Let's take a phone call real quick. Live on the air with SOUFLO. Good morning.
Good morning. Two important things.
All right, family.
Very important. Sometimes I heard a little way you talk about, but it's about understanding the human body. Today, the broccoli reject the eggplant, and tomorrow it finds its way as mixing as a vegetable. So I think you understand what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
I have a friend who would never have intercourse for about 6 months. And I'm telling you this the reason why she brought it to me. And she was saying, she went on backwards, so back in Jamaica, and he was saying, oh, this something never feel like when you come last year. So, you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I know she looked at me and tell me genuine, not because we born the same day. She told me, girl, I've done nothing. The next important topic is I look like I'm kicked out of the chat room. I want to pick with a number because I'm a paid subscriber.
Okay.
So
you're not.
Free talk.
Yeah. I forgot to.
Okay, all right then.
As soon as this.
All
right. As soon as this live is done this morning, me go free talk.
I'll get
Thanks for reminding
me. When the post going, give me what the hell is this on my phone? Message. But I got to enjoy some significantly important things in it.
Same.
And get this to some crap because listen to me, I can't stop way up Mayor Motley speech. I see some things back from years where I was, and then some of the time, the jokes. I live for the joke because when you have a sad day, that's why
Yes.
So yeah.
Thank you for reminding me because I did forget, honestly. So
okay.
Right. Big up yourself to here.
Yeah, you big up yourself. So me are ready and at least you me. Let me join you late, but never call you. All right, and next morning. Love you.
Love you, manners and respect.
Bye.
All right. So for the rest, I don't know if you never hear it. I forgot to free up the chat room yesterday, and I'm glad she called because I got free it up as soon as this live done. Free it up so I can go back in there and go do the thing. My apologies. I truly forget. I do multiple things. So we'll close out this video this morning by talking about our women and their role in the destruction of Jamaica. So Jamaica is in a place right now where we can all agree that what we were a couple of decades ago is, because we are big people, right? what we were a couple of decades ago is not what we are today. And I'm talking about the fabric of our society. I'm talking about our customs and norms and our how should I say it now? Now look for a certain word. Don't help me. We used to have. Me not want to use coof. We used to have our little jeune accessoire sitting where we used to have respect for life. We used to have honor and dignity among us. Morals. The one word where I look for morals and class. Morals and class. Standards. See that? Morals, class, standards, prides, decorum. The whole of the... Thank you, my love, when I say, them there. It's not what it used to be. And I not only say it's not what it used to be, it slipped gone far like the dollar. Remember one time the dollar was 2 to 1 when you could have carried $2 US, 1 Jamaican dollar. You used to get 50 cents for $1 US. You used to get, you go in there with $2 US bill, you get back 1 Jamaican dollar, and them thing there. And look where we reach now. I see them where morals, values, and etiquette and integrity and decorum, pride, the whole of that slip gone same way. The dollar slip and the whole of everything slip gone with it. Our women has a big part to play in this. How? Okay, let me explain. May I look on the situation what happened in Clarendon yesterday and how mama chose to hide our son. And I said to myself, say, then a woman, you have a son. I understand, say you love your son, but which one of my son could have cut a woman's throat? Stab up and cut all our picnic them throat too. 4 of them. And then come round at my yard and say, I want to hide. I'm literally hide him round there for real. Right? You see, all the 6 stories that come out of Jamaica, I've actually connected most of them to a woman that was an accomplice. Yeah? Missing man rape, kidnap, rape, and dash with girl body a bush. And a woman did a hide him. Multiple women did a hide him. Missing man rape up here and run go to Jamaica. A woman down there take him up and hide him. And it was so many of them, the FBI was looking for him and couldn't find him. Because they said his mode of operandus was he would go from house to house to house because he had many different women, female friends across the island. And him down there work as a taxi driver. This is our real story that I covered. Almost all the 6 stories that come out, a woman is an accomplice, and or if she's not an accomplice, she is aiding and abetting. She know what the man do. She know him qualities. She still willing to deal with him, breed for him, hide him, lie for him. I told you all this before. Until you women realize that actually you are the leader. You see, society have you believing that in order for you to exert your leadership, you have to beat your chest like man and talk rough and tough. And, hey, boy, and suck out under your son, like you're aggressive, like, you know? And that's how you're supposed to act, and then you're a tough woman with a lead. And it's not. It's not. You lead, and you lead quietly. You lead, you demand respect, and you don't have to move like that. You see? And it's the things that you accept that our society becomes. You hear what I just said? Are the things them where the woman them accept our society become. May I listen to a new song and the song say, again, ask Skeng them. Skeng, big up yourself. Me no want Skeng feel like, yo, that nigga against me lyrics them, you know, and all of that chat bad about me. No, you're trending, so me are going to the lyrics. See? The girl I say to our side man, say, our man what she have, our main man what she have, a idiot. And him can't car like she want get. And Me no business if you dash him way. This is real though. You see them put it in a song, but it happened in a real life. And then almost every one of the song them where you listen to now is a man a brag about, yeah, the girl where you have your house a call wife, a my little bitch that come in her throat on a regular, this, that, and that, send her back home to you, or what. You think said them lyrics, they are just lyrics? Them something that is happening more than we know. For real. And then you demand respect now.
I'm leaving.
All right. And then you demand respect now, right? So here we are. What is there for us to respect? If you tell we say, you want the lowest of us. If you tell we say, me no mind if you're a gun, me no care what you do for your living. Yeah, man, you can go turn gunman, rob and kill people. As long as you make sure, say, we get the money and we can get some nice things. Yeah? Me breathe for you. I'll hold you down. I'll this for you, I'll that for you. Me no care if you're rape on one next side of the island, as long as you're faithful over here up on my side, so people in my community not see you with none of other girl them round you. It's like telling your men, now you have to understand the way how the army is structured. You see the general no bust no gun. The general commands. Soldiers bust gun. Women, the man them are your soldier them. So what you are commanding is what they are carrying out. Of course, some simple man are going to say, here he goes again blaming the women. I'm not blaming women because man out here do a whole heap of friggery and foolishness. But women are complacent and complicit, and they are definitely a big part of the destruction of the very fabric of our society. So you see, when time mothers start to cry now, because the pain come back on you, you know. The pain come back on you. Remember, we shoot sperm and we leave. See? Whether we have to go work or we have to go next woman's yard or we have to go wherever. We're kind of somewhat detached from these children. Not as attached as you are. You bear the pain. You carry that baby there. Suck palm breast. Raise that baby there. Oh, my picnic hungry, my crime need something to eat, this, that, and the other. And you go through all that. That can never be taken away from you. So when them start dead out young, who are ball the hardest, who traumatized the most? You. Let that be your lesson for today. Wife had just gone at the gym. My daughter is up. We're going to cut this one. Munchie. Come, daddy. Come, mommy. All right, so wifey's on her way to the gym. She actually is still here, but she's in the garage area. We can't hear the vehicle in there. And my daughter, who was sleeping, just woke up. So this is the end of this. Manners and respect to each and every one. Thank you for tuning in. Let's keep it classy. Let's keep it clean. Let's go back to being conscious people. We can joke. We can chat foolishness and friggery. We can partake sometimes even in the friggery, but to a certain extent before we come back to reality and being sensible people, right? Because we there affect change towards the future. Positive change towards the future. You see me? All right. We're not all up and call up and oh, we're better than them and their generation is. We're the bridge. We are the bridge. We're here for all of it. But we're going to sort it out and make it make sense at the end of the day. We're going to laugh, you know, and cry when we cry, but we're going to make it make sense. I'm out. Peace.